It means that sooner or later, they'll be in trouble when the original owners return to take possession. Even though the trespassing geese are big birds and not likely to give up easily, the ospreys decide to deliver a very explicit eviction notice. If the geese had just taken over the nest, they'd likely abandon it in view of this aggressive assault. But since the nest now holds their own eggs, they intend to resist. For the geese, the greatest danger lies in being struck by the osprey's lethal talons. Despite continuing attacks by the ospreys, the nesting geese are determined not to give up. The goose protects her eggs, and the gander protects his mate. But it's a dangerous situation at best. At last, after one final half-hearted pass, the attack ends. The ospreys must go elsewhere, abandoning their old nest to the geese, and having no choice but to face the task of building a nest from scratch. Perhaps right in this skeletal tree, where they so often perched in seasons past. The weeks have passed quickly, and the geese that nested in the trees have hatched their goslings in safety. The goose must very soon coax her goslings into following her to the ground. Yet she knows that for adults and young alike, the shoreline is very dangerous. Even now, a hunting bobcat is moving into the area. It is a perilous world into which to lead a nestful of inexperienced goslings. Since she cannot bring food to them, if they are to survive, they must leave the nest. Getting down is the hard part. Before leaving the nest, she'll take one last good look around for predators. For the tiny goslings, it will be quite a leap, but their mother is encouraging them. They are afraid and have no way of knowing that the marshy ground will cushion their fall. A final honk of encouragement is necessary for the two goslings remaining in the tree nest. It's hard to get a good view from ground level, but the continuing sound of their mother's voice heads them in the right direction. It's a very big and rather terrifying world to one so young and inexperienced, and there are many obstacles to overcome before the little family can at last be reunited. Now they are a part of the big world they saw from their lofty nest. Almost immediately, a foraging coyote who happens along catches the scent of the goslings. Busy drinking, as well as feeding on the bits of vegetation and insect life that comprise their first meal, the goslings have no conception of anything being wrong. Fortunately, the goose knew exactly what to do. For the coyote, who has her own young to feed, finding prey is essential, and a nearby familiar sound means food. Only 2 ducklings remain of this hen mallard's brood. But these little ones have learned some very good lessons about survival. To protect her young, the duck makes herself the target. The coyote knows when to give up, and though the duck is nearby, this is one coyote who won't dine on waterfowl today. Having missed the duck, she'll head for home to check on her own pups. The experienced mallard hen now summons her ducklings. What she's taught them may one day save their lives again. Having moved well away from the low part of the marsh, the coyote has now come to the higher ground where her den is located. The den is a hole she dug which ends in an underground chamber. The pups are old enough to move about on their own now, but this small area is all that they know. They are eager to learn more about their territory. Today becomes a very important time for the coyote pups, since this is the day their mother has decided to introduce them to the marsh and begin their important lessons of survival. The nests in the trees are empty of geese now.